Now I want to show you a couple more imports of data types. This is what's called a fixed width data file. So your data may come out like this, and this is fixed width. There, the title is fixed. Now let's see. I wanted to get to PRN. There's PRN. This file was actually exported from Excel. It is also fixed width. I will show you how to do that when I get to the export. It's a little tricky. So we can import either one as fixed width. Might as well do both just to show you the differences and show you some of the tricks with Excel. So let's go back to Excel and try importing these guys. There's Excel. Okay, and I want this so you can see everything. So let's go open up open. You have an export button here, which does the same thing as save as, by the way. The dialog's a little different for export than save as, but they do the same thing. Open. Do I have it? It's not readily available, so I got to go browse. And I want to show all text files first. So we'll show text files. There we go. And there it pops up. And fixed width, there's the one I'm looking for. These two, .prn extension, and I guess it's ordering by name. It had to think about it a minute. Okay, let's do this one first. So yes, read only again. It thinks it's delimited, but it's not. You have to change it. And your data has header rows. So let's go next. And it does a pretty good job of choosing where you divide it. Now, it's missing one. This is actually the title. It is not capacitor discharge is a title. So to add a line, just click. Click where you want the line. Just to get rid of it, oops, I just accidentally moved it. That's a click and drag. To get rid of it, just double click. So it's that easy. If Excel guesses wrong, you can make sure it guesses right. And import next. Finish up. And voila, it does it exactly like we wanted. There. Okay, just like before. Different ways of getting data into Excel. Now let's go look at the PRN file. It's going to do things a little differently. And it's also a text file, so it ought to be sitting right there. So PRN is just a special extension. It will open automatically in Word. It's just a special extension. It did guess fixed width this time. So I didn't have to change from delimited to fixed width. My data has header rows. Next, now it's guessing wrong where the boundaries are. PRN saves, they align right. PRN saves data as numbers are aligned right, text is aligned left. So you've got to put your dividing line right before the V to make sure it works okay. And then you got to get rid of this one. Put the dividing line right before the C and then get rid of this one. Okay, next, finish. And it comes in just like everything else. Beautiful. Okay, so that's PRN files. Now, before I show you opening an HTML file, I wanted to show you the structure of an HTML file. It's a table. TR means table row. These are 3 cells in that row. The /TR means end row. TR means next row. And then the data in that row and so forth. So this is the closing tag for anybody who's familiar with HTML. This is the opening tag. And if you look in developer tools like in Chrome, it has this well organized, and we might have a chance to look at that. Okay. Closing tags have the // close. That means this is the end of the table. It's kind of like begin. Remember the JavaScript programs we did at the very beginning of the semester? It had a begin and an end. Same idea here. Okay, so let's go try importing this with Excel. I'll show you a different way, by the way. Open. A lot of these files you can use your operating system to bring it in, but I'll use the there's the file I want to bring in. I'll use the HTML file. So get this in, and Excel interprets HTML beautifully. There it is. Now, a lot of times, I'll show you a different way to do this. Zoom on 200% so you can see the data. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to close that. I'll show you a different way to do it. Here's the HTML file in the operating system. Right-click, open with Excel. It doesn't go through the data import wizard. You notice the tab delimited, the comma separated opens straight up in Excel also. But it knows how to interpret HTML. Excel knows that, so no wizard. You can also scrape data off an HTML page and paste it into Excel. I'll show you that right now, which is kind of a useful feature. You can scrape data off a lot of data sources, a Word document, a PDF document. Just select the data in your document or the HTML page, copy it, and just select a cell in Excel and paste it. That's what's called scraping data. So you can scrape, copy, and paste data from a lot of sources. And I think I'll show you that. A couple examples. One from PDF and one from HTML. I'll open up our HTML document in Google Chrome. There it is. Let's see, HTML. Just open this up in Google. Now, if I double click, it'll open up in Google Chrome. Just select my data. copy, go back to Excel. There we go. Get a new file, or I don't need a new file. I don't even need a new file. I can just paste it into this one. I can paste it right here. And it doesn't like it. What is wrong? Okay, Control Z. A lot of times it'll have a paste special. It says it's HTML. Okay, let's try it. And it comes in like that. So, what are we going to do about that? This is not going to be easy. We can try this technique. Data, text to columns, and it says fixed with. Okay, so sometimes things don't work right. Let's try. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go to my PDF document and see if I can. Okay, the data did not come in from HTML quite the way I wanted it to. So let's take a look at another data source. And sometimes that happens. It's unfortunate, but it does. So I'm going to go to my PDF document and go ahead and select. Come on, you silly machine. Let me select you. There we go. Select up this data. Copy it. Go back to Excel. I can just paste it now. Right click. Just paste it. I can try paste special. Now, it doesn't come in quite the way I wanted, but it's close. Go to the Data tab, go to Text to Columns, and it's delimited. That makes sense. Next, it's delimited by a space this time, not a tab. And now it gives you a preview of the data here, and it looks beautiful. Next, and finish. Now, I want to check that I did header rows, and I said my data has header rows, and it doesn't need, it's grayed out. It doesn't even have it, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Fini. And there you are. There's the data. Okay, I'm going to end the video here. We'll see if there's a good example of a successful example of HTML somewhere else. It does give you a gotcha, though. Sometimes things don't work exactly the way you want. You notice when we did an open and it went into the wizard, the HTML came in fine. But when we tried to copy and paste, it didn't. So sometimes you just got to do a little trial and error. And that was a good example of trial and error. Next video next.